I'll read. Welcome to Canny Betting Gods July 2024 update. Apologies from the offset if the sound is naff, but my £8 external microphone from Amazon has packed up. I wonder why. So I'm probably on the hunt for another one. It was made with the cheapest plastic I've ever felt, but it served a purpose. It might just be, it might come back to life. I need to have a look. It might just be the batteries, because I'm not sure how long it'll last. However, hopefully the sound isn't too much worse anyway. It's probably by the by, to be honest. Anyhow, let's get on with the video. So, as you can see, we've had an absolutely great month. It's the best month I've ever had. I got 84 points, 0.01 profit. You can see here, and fortunately enough, at the same time, I upped my stake from 10 to 15 quid. And so the overall profit was £1,260.15. Having said that, I've paid Betting Gods reluctantly £208 subscription fees. If you've seen me rant in, I don't know if it was the last video or the video before now, I'm still not happy. They've taken away loads of functionality, loads of analysis on the summary screens and the website itself. I'm not even going to go into that website today because it just annoys us. You have to go into the actual summary sheets for each of the tipstars to actually summarize any information. It's debatable how long it's going to be before they take that away. However, it's still there at the minute. But the summaries you get from them as well just seems to be lifetime. You can't even get information for the previous month, so you have to go into the spreadsheets to get that information out. Anybody who's subscribed to Betting Gods will know what I'm talking about. It might be a little bit difficult to explain it all without showing you. However, I have posted the best results I've had, so I'm not going to complain too much. So we'll get on with this video. Talking to subscriptions, by the way, if you want to subscribe to Betting Gods, I'm going to go through which ones I would recommend, which tipstars I'd recommend at the end of this video. If you do want to subscribe, it would be very much appreciated if you use the link in the description of the video that I'm posting here, because that way I get a bit of commission on anybody who does subscribe to any of these tipstars. And by the way, you can get each tipstar for 30 days now for £1. That's the only positive thing with Betting Gods at the minute. You can trial each one for £1 for 30 days, so that's like a whole month. And it'll only cost you £1. It'll actually cost you £1.20 if you're in the UK, because of VAT that add. That's why the £29 works out at £34.80 down here that I'm highlighting now for one tipstar subscription. Each one is £29. And I was using 6, that's where they get the £208 from. So moving on to each one then individually, you can see BSP profits 17 points profit, Corner Betting King only 0.48, Just Winners 45.78 points, Footy God 3 points, Saviour 20 points, and then the only losing tipstar for last month was Daily Footy Doubles minus 2.74. Since the last video, I've added an average points column at the end of the spreadsheet here, just to show the average monthly points since I've started using the tipstar. You can see the Saviour here is like ridiculous. It's averaged 59.69 points per month. It's absolutely bonkers. It's got to be very volatile. I can't see how it can maintain that. In fact, it hasn't. It's dropped. You can see the first month was 124 points, and the second month was 34, and the third month is 20. Even 20 though, it's still ridiculously good. But it's obviously bringing the average down each month, and it's come down to 59.69 now. So we'll be able to keep an eye on these averages. But you can see, yeah, like 2 points average profit for Corner Betting King. By the time that average, that's giving me by the time you average 2 points out, that's like 30 quid based on the current staking plan. 30 quid. It would have been 20 if I'd still been on 10. It's not enough to pay the subscription, so that's they're getting dropped. He is doing, I think it's about 8% ROI, so I'm only dropping it based on my sort of 7 months experience using it. 7 months, like even say 6, if you use 6 months as a yardstick, which is half a year, I'm wanting to look at more profit than that. I know he had a really bad month in May, which is totally skewing the figures, but I'm just going to drop them. The reason I'm trying to cut these down is I just haven't got time to put bets on for 6 tipsters anymore. Plus, I don't want to be paying £208 a month in case I have any bad months. So that's 2 reasons for that. So I'm going to turn this one a shade of red. We'll use that there. Just Winners was another one I marked yellow last month to look at because of these 2 really bad months, the -33 and the -46. But he has pulled it round with a +45 this month, so I'm going to continue with Just Winners this next month in August. It's the 2nd of August, by the way, as I'm recording this. So I've already decided who I'm going with, and I'm just telling you guys at this point in time now. So I've already started putting bets on for Just Winners this month. BSP Profit goes without saying, they're going to be continuing. I'm even going to fill them in green. I can't say is even if they have a bad month next month, I can't say is dropping BSP. Main reason is there's like about 1 bet a day, just under, and it's all at Betfair starting price, so you don't need to go on and look for any sort of you don't need to go and match prices against different bookies to find the best odds. You can just get on at the Betfair starting price, put your bet on, specify you want the starting price, and these advertised numbers here are exactly what you get, because the advertised numbers are all based on the Betfair starting price. So you're not going to get a tipster saying you should get 33 to 1 on this horse, and you go and you can only get 25s, for example. You're getting the publicised prices and the advertised prices and the results prices. Just Winners, not so. That's where you're going to have to go on to the bookies, and the reason it's yellow, you have to find the best prices, so you can't always get the best prices. I'll let you know that now. Footy Guard, I'm going to continue with them. I know it was only 3 points profit, but that's £45. It's enough to pay the subscription, but obviously only just £10 profit. Net profit after the subscription fee comes out at £34.80. But I am going to continue with them because after dropping Corner Betting King, I do need a football one. I just want a bit of diversity, and I don't want to just go with all horse racing, although the horse racing ones are looking the best at this point in time. Saviour goes without saying, absolutely crackers results. Can't see how they can keep it up, but I'm continuing with them. And then daily footy doubles, I'm binning, and it's not the fact that I made a loss on the one and only month, it's the actual type of bets. It's all in the name, really. You get a daily footy double, basically. And honestly, it's just the time it takes for me to put on. I just don't have the time. I know it's only like a double bet, but you have to find the 2 games. You have to you have to find the 2 markets, because typically it'll be like a result, a match outcome for one of the matches, and then maybe an over or under goals, for example, for another one. So you might have like over 2.5 goals in one game, and then it'll be a totally different game where you're saying such and such to win, team A to win. Honestly, I know there's only one a day, and it's just laziness on my behalf. I want to cut this down anyway, from like 6 down to about 4 or 3 even. 3 would probably be optimal, just so I can get all the bets on properly and don't spend too much time doing so. And this is just it's just an added sort of time to me. It's adding time to my day that I can do without. And because it didn't do too well, even when you look at the overall numbers, it's not doing massive numbers, but it's personal circumstance, I suppose. So if I had to go and tell you guys which ones I would recommend for this month going forward in order, I'd go BSP Profits would be my top pick. If you went for 1 and 1 only, it would be BSP Profits. Second, it would have to be the Saviour, just based on the blooming results, isn't it? When you look at the numbers there, 59 average per month since I've been using them. Admittedly, I've only been using them 3 months, but you can't you can't look at the figures any other way. I've been using them 3 months and those are the figures, so you've got to keep going. And then third's a tricky one. Third, I'd probably go with a Footy God, controversially, over Just Winners. It's a tight one though. The two reasons for the Footy God for me personally again would be, if I went with these three, you would end up with 2 horse racing and 1 football, whereas if I went with Just Winners over Footy God, I'd have 3 horse racing and no football, and I did want to diversify a bit across the sports, even though I'm trying to cut it down to 3 or 4. I am cutting it down this month then to 4. I'm using BSP Profits, Just Winners, the Footy God and the Saviour. Sorry, the other reason for Footy Gods over Just Winners, I've just jumped ahead there. If you look at these 2 figures here, Just Winners, while I've been using them for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 months, has posted an average profit of 5.54 per month, whereas the Footy God is, and admittedly I've only used them 1, 2, 3, 4 months, has posted 6.82 per month, so it's a higher points return, even though the scope for Just Winners is a lot higher. And I'm in a case of classic case of fear of missing out, I'm continuing with Just Winners anyway. So the only 2 I'm ditching this month for August is Corner Betting King and Daily Footy Doubles in red there, just to clarify. So I'll be still using the other 4. I'll be using the 3 green ones and Just Winners. And I'll look again at the end of August to see if I want to drop that down to 3. I'll also judge in August how many bets I'm putting on and how long it's taking. The Saviour, for example, is, I think I put 86 bets on in July, which is it's like 3 a day, so it takes a little time to put them on. Although just the saving grace for the Saviour is it's also based on Betfair starting price, so you can get these really quick, whereas Just Winners is the one I struggle most to get the actual advertised price for the horse. And they also put a few bets on as well. So at the end of August I'll take another view as to whether I want to ditch any of the 4 or even introduce another one and ditch maybe Just Winners. But that's the logic at the moment. Love to get any feedback on the logic, but that will, because I'm only using 4 instead of 6 in August, I was severely tempted to increase a stake to £20, but I think that was just the underlying fact that I'd had my best month ever, and so I made a big profit last month. You can see I've done 3,392 in total now, so I thought better of it. I'm going to stay with 15 because I'd done £10 per stake for the first 6 months of the year. I don't want to rise too quickly, but I was really considering going up to £20, but I'm going to keep it at 15. I've put my thinking cap on. I'm going to leave it at 15 for at least 3 months, so it'll be 15 next month as well. Don't let us sway from that next month, mind, because I can get a bit hot-headed sometimes. But that will reduce my subs. Here's the subs down here, 34.80 for each one. That will reduce my subs for 4 down to £139.20, which is a bit more palatable than £208. So, and I'll try and get that down to 104.40, but I'm thinking it's going to be hard to whittle it down to 3. Like I say, I was going to try and take it down to 3, but I'm not 100% sure I'll get there. I just like the idea of 4, so I'll see this month if I can manage with 4 in the betting. The actual putting the bets on last month, I did miss a few, I'm not going to lie, I missed a few. Not for the BSP Profits, I try and do that religiously, and the Saviour, I've been trying to do him religiously as well, because it's another BSP one, so we can actually get on those easier. And obviously with the Saviour posting the best profits there, 179 points profit in 3 months is absolutely crackers. I'll start doing in the next update, I'll start doing the overall stats for the tipsters lifetime, because it'll give you more idea, not just my experience of the months I've been doing them, but I can only really base mine on that. So if we go to the summary, then you can see finally, just to the summary, you can see the absolute massive jump because of the great month we've posted there in July. £1,260 there, and the massive jump up to 3,392 total accumulated tax-free income profit for the month, minus subscription fees, I should add, which I haven't got on yet. I will update. I'm going to update a spreadsheet and put on the subscription fees as well. Get this tidied up for next month, I think. Okay, so that's how we're going with Betting Gods at the minute. Like I say, if you want to subscribe and support the channel, use the link in the description. If you don't want to use the link in the description, that's fine. You won't gain anything or lose out anything by going direct. Just gives me a little income so I can do these videos and support the channel. Okay, thanks for watching, and until the next one, Gan Canny.